This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Papua LNG Development Forum convenes. People's Party prepares for 2027. And provincial health authorities urged to perform. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Nicole Rema. Thank you for joining us. Prime Minister James Marape and Minister for Petroleum Jimmy Maladina, along with local members of Gulf Province, took a trip to Kikori today with the aim to discuss on Papua LNG Development Forum.
Before heading to Kikori in Gulf Province, the Prime Minister held a press conference at APEC Terminal in Port Moresby, where he announced the nature of his trip.
Minister Maladina, Minister Opa, we're heading out to Kikori to discuss on the development forum that must take place in Gulf, and with the Gulf leadership, we'll take advice from the Gulf leadership as to what to do. We're starting up the discussion in Kikori right now. And if Papua LNG goes off, we get Pasca that is running. Hopefully later this year FID will be announced. And then Pinang sequence at the back end of these two projects. You're looking at PNG the next 10, 15 years being in a solid place in not just construction, but after construction production of LNG and oil projects at the back end of it. I want to also confirm.
From the economic perspective, PM Marape said Papua LNG has sequential 5 to 6 oil and gas projects lined up for the next 20 years. He noted that once Papua LNG final investment decision is delivered, it will commence the chain of LNG projects in Papua New Guinea.
LNG lineup, we have in the oil and gas space, Pinang, Pasca, and hopefully going forward, Wildebeest. Total has given me assurance they're doing exploration. So there's about 5 or 6 oil and gas projects lined up for the next 10, 15, 20 years. And an important prospect coming up. If Papua LNG FID is delivered this year, that should start the chain of LNG project constructions in our country going forward. Papua is running.
Papua New Guinea remains an attractive place for natural resources. PM Marape says he continues to promote the country in other parts of the world as a safe place for oil and gas businesses.
Place for oil and gas businesses. With so much stress happening in other parts of the world, I've done my fair bit in promoting PNG as a safe place for oil and gas business. Never forget that since 1990, we've exported oil from the Kumul terminals in Gulf. Since 2014, we've exported gas from the Papa Lele plant site. Never have one cargo missed its international destinations.
Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister James Marape has announced today that teachers will be among the highest paid public servants in the country to ensure they deliver quality education to students. The Prime Minister's announcement follows the directives he issued last week regarding teachers' welfare in Papua New Guinea.
While highlighting the important roles teachers play in educating the future generation of this country, Prime Minister James Marape says, according to a policy introduced in 2010, all teachers across the country will receive an increase in their salaries according to their respective qualifications.
Making sure schools receive their fair share of support. I want to also indicate our policy has been ticked off. Teachers will be amongst the highest paid public servants in our country. They will be paid on qualification. That was a policy I introduced in 2010 when I was that entrenched now. Teachers will be paid at their qualification. If they're degree holders, they're paid as degree holders. If they're diploma holders, they're paid as diploma holders. If they're postgraduate teachers, whether masters or PhD, they'll be equally paid. We want to pay teachers well.
He said this is to ensure teachers' welfare is taken care of so they can deliver quality education to the students.
Paying teachers top salary will mean quality teachers teaching our children at a quality level. That's something we are focused on. That policy has been delivered.
Mimi Pio, National, EMTV News.
The People's Party Inc. held its fundraiser dinner yesterday evening, gathering party members, partners and sponsors to secure critical financial resources for the party's annual operations, logistical needs and nationwide campaigns. The event serves as a high-level networking gathering to foster relationships between politicians, coalition partners and the business community.
The party leader and governor for Enga, Sir Peter Ipata, said the event is important because it serves the purpose to prepare the party as they move towards 2027 national general elections.
We want to play a better role in the next election so that if we come with the numbers, we will give you the numbers to make some critical and honest decisions for this country. Enough of playing numbers game. We are not getting anywhere. We have to make the tough decision, and it is up to the members of parliament.
While emphasizing the party vision and major policy, Sir Peter said political parties cannot effectively serve the people without strong institutions. However, they need resources to strengthen the party structures, recruit and train quality candidates, expand policy resource capabilities, and support branches throughout the country, building on the vision of the party.
We are here to support Marape, but at the same time, we want the numbers. We want to get the numbers so that we can influence his decision.
Prime Minister James Marape took on the opportunity to reaffirm the coalition government's strength and highlighted the party's foundational values.
Governor Ipadas has been solid for his province and for the country. Others may come and go, but Governor Ipadas is the constant in People's Party. To all my colleagues in Enga, you will go wrong if you misplace your hope in Governor Ipadas.
Sir Peter also emphasized the party's long-standing history and its role as a proud member of the current coalition government. The event was hosted by party leader and governor for Enga, Sir Peter Ipatas, attended by Prime Minister and other members of parliament. Lauren Jimal, National, EMTV News.
Though funds have been allocated to provincial health authorities across the nation, some PHAs are performing better than the others. Prime Minister James Marape highlighted this during the recent press conference, labeling it as unfair.
While addressing the health sector, Prime Minister James Marape said provincial health authorities across the country receives fair funding. However, other provincial health authorities are performing well, while others are underperforming.
I want to indicate we've given a fair bit of amount of money to all PHS across the country. It is unfair on some PHS working and some PHS not working.
Noting that PHAs operate independently, PM Marape called on all health authorities to perform by ensuring that hospitals deliver services to the people with funds made available by the government.
Depends on leaders who we have out there. PHAs are autonomous bodies, and I call upon all PHAs. We've given you more funding than ever before. Each PHAs every year receives 10 to 20 million kina more than ever before. It is up to them to respond on delivering good work. I want to also say we've retired.
Mimi Pio, National, EMTV News.
Hundreds of students at Goroka Secondary School took part in World No Tobacco Day program last Friday, aimed at educating young people about the dangers of smoking, marijuana use and substance abuse.
The event was organized by Goroka Secondary School Administration in partnership with the Eastern Highlands Provincial Health Authority as part of efforts to promote healthier lifestyles and prevent tobacco use among young people. Students were educated on the harmful effects of tobacco and marijuana on the brain, which is responsible for learning, memory, concentration, decision-making, and self-control. EHPHA Health Promotion Officer from the Public Health Directorate highlighted the health risk associated with smoking and warned students about the highly addictive nature of nicotine.
Smoking, which harms the brain, and students need to know about it because it had a lot of effects when with the level of concentration in school, it affects them as well.
She said nicotine addiction can develop over time, making it difficult for smokers to quit and increasing their risk of serious health problems later in life. Students were also informed about regulations that prohibit smoking in public places, which health authorities hope to strengthen and implement across provinces to support healthier and smoke-free communities.
To get the students to understand the effects of smoking and the addiction part of it and the long-term effects that will affect them as a teenager.
The discussions also focused on the impact of marijuana use on student learning, motivation, memory, and behavior, with students encouraged to avoid peer pressure and make choices that safeguard their education and future. The event concluded with prizes awarded to classes that produced the best anti-smoking awareness posters, reinforcing the message of healthy living and a tobacco-free future for young people. Lorraine Jimal, National EMTV News.
At the recent launch of Karawagi Coffee Farmers Cooperative Society Limited, the member for Karawagi, Francis Siune, encouraged the coffee farmers in the district to work extraordinary as they have set up avenues for the international market in China and Europe for them.
Siune said this will be the new chapter for coffee farmers to reach new multitude and pathway in coffee business to ensure they fully participate, contribute and benefit meaningfully to drive all their aspirations in coffee space in the agriculture sector.
Financial poverty, money no got poverty, and one big plus something in the district, country. We have to grow our own money, grow our own economy. We'll continue to support so ensure that we'll increase the volume of our production.
Siune said coffee is one of the cash crop and commodity that drive economic sustainable empowerment and benefits in all villages and communities in terms of school fees, compensation, bride price ceremony, funeral programs and other social obligations.
Sample you tinggal organ sample group lo yet na. I think this la group by move on the new.
He presented certificates licensed to Karawagi Coffee Cooperative Board and Management and urged them to be vigilant and serious of the coffee business. Siune said they have already identified and set up market avenues in the international market in China, Europe, and he encouraged the farmers to work extraordinary to produce specialized beans that can promote their own coffee with integrity.
Actually, you keep out to the standard na, guidelines na, or something, all eligible criteria belongs, producing specialty coffee, you will work one time.
The Coop LLG, Upper Lower Karawagi LLG, and Genewalgu LLG own 30% share each respectively, while Karawagi Urban LLG own 10% share in Karawagi Coffee Farmers Limited. Lorraine Jimal, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
kebasa Jina. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpilla mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Goodpilla data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
EMTV brings to you a fresh new talk show program in 2026. Watch our exclusive interview with special guest, Honorable James Marape, Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, as we discuss government programs and projects since 2019. Walk by Talk, coming soon on EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Madang-based NGO Promotion Incorporated has launched a nationwide awareness campaign in Walum in Southern Highlands Province. With the team Walkabout One Time, the awareness is aimed at strengthening grassroots organizations across the country.
With the team Walkabout One Time, the initiative focuses on building self-reliance among local non-government, faith-based and community-based organizations. Program coordinator Solomon Buka noted that while many groups exist across Papua New Guinea, they often lack the administrative skills required for sustainability.
The district law making awareness all local NGOs or local community-based organizations or local social enterprises. Usai community capacity building to NGO Pro, maybe game out of capacity building programs for free.
More than 50 participants across Southern Islands attended the launch at Walume in Imbongu recently. This event marks the start of a broader rollout that will see the team travel through the Western Islands, Jiwaka, Chimbu and Morobe provinces. Following this, the program is scheduled to expand into Southern and New Guinea Islands regions. Pakatambo National EMTV News.
Panamex Pacific Limited has demonstrated its commitment to women's health through a donation to Marie Stopes Papua New Guinea aimed at improving access to essential women's health services. The donation will be used to subsidize women's health services at Marie Stopes PNG's Port Moresby and Lay centres, helping to reduce cost barriers and make these services more accessible to women. Acknowledging Panamax Pacific PNG Limited's donation to Maristops, Papua New Guinea, Operations Director Jeffrey Nehi stated that the funds would go towards subsidizing services for women, making services in Port Moresby and Lay more accessible as cost remains a high significant barrier to accessing essential healthcare for many women. Panamax Pacific PNG Limited reaffirmed its commitment to community well-being, noting that the initiative aligns with the company's broader corporate social responsibility efforts across the region. The donation enabled Maristops Papua New Guinea centres to provide 40 free consultations and pelvic scans to 20 women in Port Moresby and 20 women in Lay in the month of May. The initiative will provide free subsidized services to women in recognition of mothers during this period. The Department for Community Development and Religion, through the National Gender-Based Violence Secretariat, has committed a total of 1.8 million kina to support the implementation of provincial gender-based violence action plans across Papua New Guinea. The funding allocation will see 18 provinces each receive 100,000 kina, totaling to 1.8 million kina, following their participation in the national GBV provincial plenary held in Port Moresby in November 2025. These work plans are directly aligned to these indicators and priorities outlined in the National Strategy to Prevent and Respond to Gender-Based Violence 2026 to 2035, ensuring a coordinated and consistent national approach. The allocation of funding marks a significant transition from planning to action, ensuring provinces are equipped with the necessary resources to implement targeted and coordinated GBV interventions at the local level. National GBV Secretariat Director Diane Kambane emphasized that this support represents a critical step forward, enabling provinces to commence implementation of their action plans and drive meaningful change at the community level. This commitment reflects a shared national vision of zero tolerance for GBV and strengthens provincial leadership in building safer communities nationwide. Melanesian Institute concluded its research on best practices in addressing sorcery accusation-related violence across Papua New Guinea, and one of its key findings was the need to enforce Glassman Act, the Criminal Code amended in 2022.
Since the introduction of Glassman Act in 2022 and up until 2025, about 122 arrests have been made and only 14 perpetrators have been prosecuted. However, the practice of Glassman and Glassmary, or witch doctor, though considered as a serious criminal offense, is still a common practice as vulnerable members of communities continue to be victims of sorcery accusations in some parts of the country. Melanesian Institute has played a leading role in addressing SAV, and they have concluded that the Glassman Act has to be enforced totally.
Now the Glassman Act, the Glassman Act, the Criminal Act is now, we are gradually now teaching our people, distributing information about the Sorcery Act, not Sorcery Act, the Criminal Act. And people were surprising that there's an act, there is a criminal act. Once they know it, there's a fear also that, if you do this one, you commit a crime, you will be brought before the law. So now the people are now being taught as part of our community engagements, advocacy. We teach our people, and our people now teaching their families on this issue. And also we work collaboratively with the police also, police and the village courts and the local councillors. So,
Director of Melanesian Institute, Brother Martin Tinins, said more government support, especially at the provincial level, can make a big difference.
For our elected leaders to support the this effort of the community efforts. But we would like to see that the government to put the money to support the National Action Plan, and also to put the money where they can also support the grassroots community activities and also the church initiatives, which could the turf issue that once it is being addressed, it can also contribute to the overall law and justice improvement in our country.
Pakatambua National EMTV News.
The Usinabundi District Development Authority has provided school fee assistance of more than 60,000 kina for Usinabundi and Gama students who are attending tertiary institutions in the Highlands region.
The Usinabundi Tuition Fee Assistance Team traveled to Highlands region, making payments to Usinabundi and Gama LLG students in various tertiary institutions. They visited Simbu Teachers College, Jiwaka Teachers College, Melanesian Nazarene Teachers College, Mount Hagen School of Nursing, Pai School of Nursing, Dowley Teachers College, Mendi Nursing College, and Innovative University of Enga. They also visited Western Pacific University and made payments for Usinabundi and Gama students, where they were warmly welcomed. The Vice President Student Administration Affairs of the Western Pacific University, Vincent Cato, acknowledged them for their support to the students' education journey in the Western Pacific University. Joel Mipari, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Announcing the Skill Rise School Competition 2026 with monthly prizes of GFI products, student project fees, and a major prize of 25,000 Kina building project funding. You can make a difference. Here's how you can enter. Just buy any 1 kg medium grain or softened seed Scout rice and give your child a drop into the entry box provided in selected schools to win. Terms and conditions apply. Skill Rise, and by you like it.
Telecom TV. Live stream movies, videos, news, and documentaries on the cheapest TV channel, offered on fixed broadband service. Telecom TV, always there.
The Fatima Catholic Parish of Mount Hagen, Archdiocese in Jiwaka Province, invites you to join the fundraising drive for our church building project. Together, we can build a place of worship, faith, and hope for the future generations. Every contribution brings us closer to completing God's house. Together we pray, together we give, together we build. For more information, please contact us on 721-74001 or 722-88735.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high antenna load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
You're watching National MTV News. Moving to overseas news now, the Australian Defence Minister Richard Marles says Australia will save money under a shift in the AUKUS plan to develop nuclear-powered submarines.
Yeah, it's an interesting shift that we're seeing here, Mel. Now, originally, of course, Australia was always going to get, under the Pillar 1 of the AUKUS plan, 3 to 5 Virginia-class submarines. Now, this, of course, is the stopgap that we're getting, the all-important and critical stopgap to ensure that we've got a submarine capability that takes us through to the new AUKUS submarine that we're building with the US and the UK. At least that's the ambition and the hope under AUKUS. Now, what's shifted is that the two governments, or the three governments, have said instead of getting potentially a mix of new and old submarines, the original thinking is we might get perhaps 2 old or in the water Virginia-class submarines and 1 new submarine rolling off the Virginia-class production line. We're now instead going to get 3 of the existing in-service second-hand Virginia-class submarines. So it is not a momentous shift, but it is a shift nonetheless. Now, how to take this, how to look at it, there are 2 ways of thinking about it. Cynics, or perhaps critics is a better word, are already saying that they believe that this is the US essentially making sure that we don't get the best submarines that are coming off the shelf. They say that people in the US system, like Elbridge Colby, who are hostile to AUKUS, want to make sure that the United States keeps the best new subs in the water and Australia only gets the second-hand ones. But the Defence Minister, Richard Marles, has a very, very different take on this. He says this isn't really about anything other than simplicity. He says if you're dealing with one type of submarine, then that's much more simple, and it's better to get 3 second-hand submarines of exactly the same type than trying to get 2 of one type and a second of a slightly different type. So he says in a program as fantastically ambitious and expensive as AUKUS, simplicity is key, and that's what they're really pursuing here. And he says there are also potentially, or likely, going to be some cost savings as well. We don't know how much, and in the overall scheme of AUKUS, it's not likely to be more than a rounding error, but still, in raw terms, he's suggesting it could be significant.
The head of the World Health Organization has met officials in the DRC to reinforce efforts to contain the Ebola outbreak.
At least 246 people are suspected to have died in the country's east and in Uganda. The WHO's Director General, Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, says the rare strain has no approved vaccine or treatments, making early palliative care critical.
I think the rule of the game is together, and solidarity is our best immunity. And especially the center should be community ownership, of course with the leadership of the government. So working with the communities closely, listening to them, understanding the problems they raise, and working to address those, I think will help us to stop this outbreak.
Victorians are set to save on transport from tomorrow, with a car registration rebate and half-price public transport fares coming into effect.
From tomorrow, Victorian motorists will be able to apply for a 20% rebate off their car registration fees. Half-price public transport fares will also come into effect for the rest of the year after 2 months of free travel. The Victorian Premier says the temporary measures are part of the Labor government's economic relief plan.
What it means, if you've got one car, you can save up to $186. If you've got 2 cars in your household, that amount is doubled to $372. And this is a temporary targeted measure, and it's a way that we can help at a time when we know that household budgets are feeling the pressure.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Rukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
Start your journey with Telecom. Stay online, informed, and in control from departure to destination. Maintain your connections wherever you are. Introducing Want to Travel eSIM, the all-in-one eSIM app available in over 150 countries. With instant activation, affordable no-contract data plans worldwide, high-speed internet, and multi-language support. Download Want to Travel eSIM app on your App Store for iPhone and Play Store for Android devices. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything alright?
Oh. Yes. Everything's alright. Alright with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company. Totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
The real opportunity for UPNG is our online education. We can take education to the rest of Papua New Guinea.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we hold discussions with the Vice Chancellor of the University of Papua New Guinea, Professor Ian Finley.
Where do you see UPNG in 10 years' time?
In 10 years' time, UPNG will be the Harvard of the Pacific.
That's on Monday night.
Rukai Sports.
Welcome to Rukai Sports. Papua New Guinea's sporting achievements were recognized as athletes, teams, officials and media personnel gathered in Port Moresby for the 2026 SP Sports Awards celebration.
The 2026 SP Sports Awards night unfolded yesterday evening at Crown Hotel in Port Moresby, celebrating the nation's top sporting achievements from 2025 season. Now into its 34th year, the awards are organized through partnership between the SP Buri, the PNG Olympic Committee and the PNG Sports Foundation. The annual event recognizes athletes, teams, sports officials, media personalities, and community initiatives that have made a significant impact on sports across the country. Major award categories included Male Athlete of the Year, Female Athlete of the Year, Team of the Year, National Performance of the Year, Junior Athlete Award, Sports Media of the Year, Sports Official of the Year, and People's Choice Award. The evening highlighted excellence, dedication, and the importance of role that sports play in uniting Papua New Guinea. SP Buri Corporate Affairs Manager John Neil Carey said the awards are a way of recognizing and appreciating the athletes for their hard work and commitment.
At SP Buri, we're really proud of our association with the SP Sports Awards. 34 years, it's that level of commitment. You can't find that. You can't find that in too many places around PNG. So we're really committed. We're dedicated towards making this event successful because we believe it's really important that we showcase the talent that exists within PNG, both at the grassroots level and at the elite level.
Guest speaker and former Australian football captain Paul Wade spoke of the excitement and significance of being part of the awards night.
It makes me feel proud because, you know, as you do things, you just do it. But over time, every now and again, you'll look back and go, wow, I did that, or I did that, or I was part of that. And it never ceases to amaze me that no matter how far back I look, I just think you happen to be in the right place at the right time.
PNG Olympic Committee President Emma YY said PNG sporting heroes continue to perform with passion and determination, inspiring others through their achievements.
When you acknowledge a person, I think it allows them to think about getting better. You see, many of our sporting heroes, they do this out of passion. It's a voluntary thing. Many of them are not paid to do it. And to acknowledge them, to honor them at an event like this, just makes them feel like they're worth something, they're special, and I think it allows them to really strive harder.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
The Australian High Commission in Papua New Guinea has reaffirmed its commitment to providing timely support to sports reporting, highlighting the significance of training media professionals in balanced reporting.
During the presentation of the certificates for the sports reporters from various media industries who attended a one-week sports commentary and gender equity workshop, the Councillor Sub-National and Accountability for Australia High Commission in PNG, Greg Gillis, reaffirmed the importance of the workshop. The workshop aimed at delivering sports commentary, gender equity reporting and media training for prospective participants.
This training is just one of those examples and it sits within our broader partnership supporting journalists, strengthening media institutions and backing the people who tell PNG stories. And sport is one of the most powerful stories there is. This training is helping hopefully you as a new generation of sport journalists to emerge, people who can give fans across PNG the quality insights and commentary they're desperately looking for. When people think about Australia supporting sports in PNG, they often think about teams like the PNG Chiefs, but our partnership goes much further than that. It's also investing in the people behind the scenes, the storytellers, the commentators, the journalists, and making sure audiences across PNG, no matter where they live, in remote and rural communities as well, that get coverage across PNG that is professional, engaging and fair.
He highlighted Australia's ongoing support for PNG media industry.
As I mentioned, a long-term investment in the media sector, in professional standards and the voices that shape national conversations. Australia works with the media sector in PNG in several ways, lots of different ways, through a number of programs, and you've heard of just two here, ABCID through MDI and WINS, and with a range of diverse delivery partners and mechanisms. There's no shortage of capable organisations and individuals who we call on to support the sector.
He said the media must provide more coverage on women athletes.
Women's sport is covered. Sports women in PNG are achieving great things, but too often their stories don't get the same attention. Changing that starts with this group of people right here. With the way that you report, the way that you communicate, and the decisions you make about which stories are told.
He added that the training has shed light onto gender equity when it comes to women's sports. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab dinner. Yum.
Beef steak.
fry?
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Announcing the Skill Rise School Competition 2026! With monthly prizes of GFI products, student project fees, and a major prize of 25,000 Kina building project funding, you can make a difference! Here's how you can enter. Just buy any 1 kg medium grain or soft and sweet spelled rice and give your child a drop into the entry box provided in selected schools to win! Terms and conditions apply. Skill Rise, and by you like it.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Martha. Join me every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for Goodman Fielder International Sky Time. The cooking show where we inspire you to create simple and delicious meals using ingredients available. Plus, we have talented chefs and cooks joining us throughout the year, sharing their own delicious creations. Remember, that's every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything alright?
Oh. Yes, everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
You're watching True Kai Sports. The PNG Rugby Football League has successfully concluded the 2026 Santos Cup Football Conference earlier this week under the Team Empower Better building blocks to align on a revitalized strategy for the upcoming women's national competition.
Reflecting on the feedback from the 2025 season, the 2026 season introduces critical structural improvements aimed at enhancing player welfare and professional standards. Key upgrades include extending the competition to a 10-week format, 8 weeks of regular season and 2 weeks of finals, and the increasing the pre-season duration to 6 weeks to ensure optimal match fitness and preparation. The conference facilitated intensive session focused on elevating professional environment for female athletes, with major outcomes centered around enhanced medical and safety standards, as well as greater structural professionalism through a refined player category and points system to ensure transparency in contracts and payments. Staff roles have also been professionalized with mandatory certification requirements for coaches and medical personnel. This also places emphasis on female education and accreditation pathways for game day officials and medical personnel to ensure female athletes receive NRL-level medication treatment and welfare support during the competition. The initiative is designed to empower women and those involved in the Santos Cup by strengthening skills set, enhancing professional development opportunities, and building the capacity of officials to better deliver and support the game at all levels of rugby league. The 2026 Santos Cup is scheduled to kick off on July 11 to 12, following the commencement of the paid pre-season on June 1st. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
15 reporters in Port Moresby have successfully completed a week-long sports commentary training aimed at improving broadcasting standards, promoting inclusion, and strengthening coverage of sports across Papua New Guinea, which they have put into practice calling rugby union matches at Bava Park.
15 sports reporters from various media organizations have received certificates after completing a week-long sports commentary training delivered by ABC International Development through its Media Development Initiative at the Stanley Hotel in Port Moresby. The training equipped participants with practical skills in live sports commentary while promoting inclusive and professional media practices. It focused on helping media professionals and sports broadcasters apply high-quality reporting standards and improve the way sports are covered throughout the country. A key component of the training was encouraging better and fairer coverage of women's sport, ensuring that female athletes receive the recognition and exposure they deserve alongside their male counterparts. Participants were introduced to techniques in match preparation, play-by-play commentary, voice delivery, audience engagement, and ethical reporting. The program also highlighted the importance of balanced storytelling and equal representation in sports broadcasting. Following the completion of the training, participants had the opportunity to put their newly acquired skills into practice during rugby union matches at the Bava Park yesterday. The trainee commentators covered both men's and women's matches, applying the techniques and knowledge gained throughout the week. The live match experience provided valuable exposure and allowed participants to build confidence behind the microphones. Many described the experience as exciting and rewarding as they translated practical or learning into real-world sports broadcasting. The training is expected to contribute to stronger sports media coverage and more engaging commentary for audiences across Papua New Guinea. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Ah, yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
The Fatima Catholic Parish of Mount Hagen, Archdiocese in Juaka Province, invites you to join the fundraising drive for our church building project. Together, we can build a place of worship, faith, and hope for the future generations. Every contribution brings us closer to completing God's house. Together we pray, together we give, together we build. For more information, please contact us on 721-74001 or 722-88735.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
Sport is one thing that can give kids direction and keep us out of troubles.
Sport is more than just a game. It's passion, it's pride, it's community. Every week we bring you highlights, the heat and the heart of the game.
Very special representing our country.
Big plays, big personalities, and big moments. If it's making headlines and it's making history, it's on Sports Scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Money Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy with chances of brief showers. Daru, mostly fine. Kerema, partly cloudy with few showers. Alatau, partly cloudy with possible shower or two. And Popondetta, partly cloudy with few showers. In the Momase region, Lae City, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Madang, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Wewak, rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And Vanimo, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. In the New Guinea Highlands region, Lorengau, mostly cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Kavieng, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kokopo and Rabaul, mostly cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Kimbe, partly cloudy with few showers, and Buka, mostly fine. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Goroka Barnes and Kundiawa, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorm. And Mendi, Tari and Wabek, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorm.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Sunday, the 31st of May, 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
This has been